This is the plaintiff, John Mitchell. He says the out-of-control defendant crashed into him and then took off weaving in and out of traffic. If it weren't for an eyewitness who got her tag number, he would have been out of luck. Thanks to her, he was able to track the plaintiff down. So were the police, who gave her 3 tickets. And he's here suing her for every single cent of the $2,644.49 he's owed. This is the defendant, Michelle Fay. She says the plaintiff's the one who caused all the problems and the accident. She's not a sucker to be played with. Everything that happens his fault. And she's not paying for damages she didn't cause. She's accused of road rage.
All parties, please raise your right hand. Be seated. Come to order, please. Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome.
Okay, John Mitchell.
Yes, ma'am.
You are suing Michelle Fay for $2,644.49. The cost to repair your Ford Ranger, your 2000 Ford Ranger, because she crashed into you.
Yes,
Tell me
ma'am.
what happened. We have a board here. Maybe you could show me on the board.
Okay, can I?
Yes, please.
Okay. This truck and this boat I was behind this my truck.
Okay.
I was behind here. I had my turn signal on because I seen other trucks coming this way, leaving Mayport, leaving the ferry.
Okay.
So this here started this truck staying over here, merging to the right lane here.
Uh-huh.
It went over there.
Okay.
So I had my turn signal. I was gonna go over there anyway because I wanted to go around him.
Right.
So as he went over, and I just slowed down, and I seen her trying to go around me.
She's trying to go around. Wait, hold on. Where is she? There's no car for her. Put a car there for her.
She was right
here. So
here.
she's behind you in traffic, merging into that main road.
Right. So he done got over here now. So now I done got over here behind him. She came up behind me. Okay. After we were going down the road, she came around me and got right there and started gesturing to me, telling me, I don't know what she was saying, she just started gesturing. And all of a sudden, I looked back and looking on the back of my truck, I thought something had blew off, like a bucket or a rag, stuff on the back of the truck come from fishing. But I had everything pretty secure. All of a sudden, she bam, right into me right there, and I slid down. This hill was gone. So I hit the brake. I didn't know, I was in shock. It just shocked me. So as I was in shock, my friend, she rolled down the window, and I said, "You just hit me." She said, "No, you just hit me," and fled.
And fled?
Took off, fled. I tried to catch her. She on the phone with 911. 911 told me to stop chasing her. So I'm all shook up now. I'm mad, and I'm furious. So I pulls over on the side of the road, and after we get out and we look at the damage of the truck, my back in my truck, so I pulled that back out much as I could. By that time, a lady pulled up behind me in a Mustang and asked me, "Was we all right?" She witnessed the whole thing.
Really?
She was more shook up than we was.
Okay.
And she stood there for about 20 minutes waiting on the police. I had to call them 3 times for them to get out there to the scene. And then when they got out there, she hadn't gave me her name and number.
Who had?
The witness.
The witness, okay.
She gave me her name and number. Thank God she did. She got a tag number.
She did?
She did, because I was trying to catch up with her and get her.
Right.
To get a tag number, the 911 operator told me to stop chasing.
Right. It is probably good advice to stop because you don't want to cause
Yeah, because we'd have caused other accidents.
Right. All right, so you speak to the police, and is there a police report?
Yes, ma'am. I ended up getting that Monday.
Okay, can you go ahead and go back to the lectern, and
Yes, sir.
do you have a copy of the police report?
Yes, ma'am, I just got that Monday. I had the other one, but it didn't give me in full detail. But that one, that will.
And is this the friend who was in the car?
Yes, ma'am.
Come on up. What happened?
Well, we was going down the road like he said, and so then she came up to the side of the truck and wanted me to roll the window down.
So what, you're traveling at what speed?
About 40, 45
And she
miles.
wants you to roll down the window and chit chat.
Yeah.
Okay.
So John, Mr. Mitchell say no, so we just gonna ignore her.
Okay.
So we kept on going. So after a while, she just,
What's after a while? How much
No.
time?
a minute or two, she
Okay.
just plowed. I wouldn't let the window down, so she just hit us on
A
purpose.
minute or two is 120 seconds. Was it that
didn't
long?
take
No,
that
it
long.
didn't take that long.
Okay.
I just said a minute or
Okay,
two, but
okay.
she hit us on purpose.
On purpose?
Yeah, and
Okay.
then so after she hit us, we stopped, and then she said, I bet you'll let it down now, and she took off.
Wait, she
The
said
window
what?
Stop.
She said, I bet you'll let that window down now. And that's when she told him that he hit her.
Okay.
And he said, no, you hit me. And then she just took off.
What happened?
Can I show you?
Yeah, come on up.
Okay, since he's using this as his truck, I don't know about who was in front of him. We're like way back here. I
Okay.
guess this is the road that's supposed to be coming out of Blunt Island.
Okay, so the two of you were not on a feeder lane going into that road?
Hexter Drive turns into where Blunt Island merges into Hexter
I don't
Drive.
need to know what they're called. I just want to know if you have been on the road for a while or if
Yes,
you were
I-
on a feeder road.
We had been on Hexter Drive for a minute, me and this gentleman.
Okay.
Okay, but where everything happened was around the Blunt Island terminal. So he's in this lane, I'm in this lane. I immediately get over.
Why are you getting over?
Because it's the normal thing I do when I drive down that road coming from the beach. We go there all the time.
No, but why are you getting into the left lane in order to achieve what? To be able to pass?
Just to be able to go and pass all the craziness in that one lane.
Okay.
And just prior to this accident, which is probably his witness, was a Mustang that had been following me, speeding, and I had to get her off of my rear end. And
How did you get her off of your
I had to
rear?
pass somebody to get her off of my rear end because she was just staying on my rear end, and she didn't have enough space to go around both of the vehicles that were in front of her, me and another vehicle. So I had already gotten around her. Then we get to this point where he's at, where we're at.
Who's in the car? Who's in the car with you?
Both of my daughters and my cousin from South Dakota.
How old are your daughters?
My youngest one is 13, and she has autism. My oldest one is 15, and Chantel, which is my cousin, is 22.
Okay.
But needless to say, I was already committed to this lane. This gentleman started coming over. There was no turn signal on the back of his truck indicating that's what he was doing. I started blaring on my horn to try to make him aware that he was coming into my lane and about hit me. And he just kept coming. He ignored it like he didn't hear it. I don't know if he's deaf or what, partially deaf, but I was laying on my horn. I had to slam on brakes and sort of keep from hitting him.
Okay.
So that's
now
why.
put him in front of you.
So now
because
he's in front of me,
Gotcha.
and I pull up beside him. This is where I'm trying to get his attention to make him aware that what had just happened.
Wait. Why are you doing that?
Because I had my kids in the vehicle, and it upset me, and I was trying to make him more alert about his surroundings, because he just
You're
came
driving
over my
40
line.
miles an hour, and your idea of being the mama bear is to get into a road rage incident with
No,
somebody
I
who you
wasn't
don't know if he has
no.
a gun in the glove compartment?
To me, that's...
You've already had a problem with the Mustang behind you who was on and I had to do this to get her off my tail. This is a full contact sport for you driving down the road.
That's how it is in Jacksonville.
No,
that's
listen,
all I can say.
Listen, sweetheart, I'm from Miami. You're not going to tell me about road rage. We have several homicides a year for road rage, which is all the reason why, as do you in Jacksonville, which is all the reason why you don't do this when there are kids in your car. You don't do this ever because it's nuts, but you're doing it and your answer is because I had kids in the car. That doesn't sound a little odd to you?
I was just trying to make him aware that he almost ran us off the road and caused an accident.
I know, but the moment has passed.
But-
What's a safer thing to do? Slow down and let this crazy person in front of you get away from you so you don't crash with them? Or pull your car up next to him so you can create a road rage incident where he may be crazy because you've never met him a day in your life. You don't know if he has a gun. You don't know what's going to happen. Roll down your window while you're going 40 miles an hour. You're really saying roll down the window?
Yeah, I wasn't saying roll down the window, but I was asking,
Bring down the window. Bring down the window.
Do you realize you almost ran me off the road is what I was
Well, you can't say that if both your windows are up. You're asking
My
them
window is down.
Your
Theirs
window's
is
down
up.
and you're yelling at it. And you want him to bring down the window and talk to you.
No, I wanted him to pull over so we could talk about it.
Oh, wait, no, it gets better. So you want him to pull over so that the two of you could talk to each other. So you're inviting the road rage incident head on, not even while you're in a moving car where you could at least leave if it turns out he pulls out a gun. Okay, I got you. So go on. What happened?
Well, needless to say, he told his passenger, stopped her from rolling down the window, told her no, whatever. And I was like, all right, whatever. So I pulled up and I was trying to get back in front of him where I was originally at. This gentleman sped up and did not try to avoid the accident. And what happened was...
Did not try to avoid the accident?
No, I avoided him trying to hit me.
Wait, where is the damage on your car? Put the two cars
That's what I'm fixing to show you, Your Honor. So what happens is I'm already coming over into the lane, and I realized that we're too close, so I turned my car, and my car caught the bumper just like that.
I'm sorry, what's your defense?
I'm saying that I do not owe him the money on the back side of his truck from the bed back because I did not touch the bed of his truck.
What is your position on whether you owe him the front part that you just admitted to?
I am admitting to the bumper.
Okay, how did that work out for you, showing him a lesson? You ended up crashing.
No,
what is wrong with you? And then you fled?
I wasn't trying to show him a lesson.
You hit him and you fled. That's a felony in Florida. Were you charged with the felony?
No, I wasn't.
I'm stunned because you should have been, because you have a terrible attitude. You absolutely should have been charged with a felony. Leaving the scene of an accident is a felony, and you should have been charged with it. I cannot believe that you are sitting here confessing to me that you whipped the back and you fishtailed. You know what? Your reflexes ought to be better. Your reflexes ought to be better. Why couldn't you avoid the accident like she did?
Ma'am, I couldn't. She came.
Okay, I am being sarcastic. You do not actually have to answer. Oh my gosh. What was going through your head after you hit him? Because
honestly, I was upset because
but what was going through your head that you thought it would be a good idea to just keep driving?
When he pulled up beside me and they rolled down the window and he was like, "You hit me." I said, "No, you hit me."
Yeah, but you know that's not true.
No, it is true because he did hit me. He didn't stop his vehicle or tried to avoid
No, but you just described the accident where you're fishtailing it's your actions that caused the accident.
But see, what I'm telling you is that I was already committed to going into that lane.
You're cutting in front of him to teach him a lesson.
No, ma'am, I wasn't.
Yes, you are, and you're doing it so closely that even you realized. Then I realized it was too close, so I went to turn, and then I overcompensated, and I fishtailed, and the back end hit, and that's my fault, but the back end of his car isn't my fault. That's what you just testified to. I was sitting here when you did it. So how is it that you tell him you hit me? What you're really saying is this. You know what? You deserve it. That's what you're saying because nobody cuts off, nobody leaves baby in a corner. Nobody cuts off Michelle Fang.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. Who is more prone to road rage, men or women?
From personal experience, I think women.
Personal meaning you?
Yes. Yeah.
Why?
I just get very angry at stupid drivers.
Okay, we'll talk later.
I would say women too. Also from personal experience, women I've been with in cars.
You're pointing at her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Excuse me, ma'am. What do you say?
I would say men.
Because?
Statistics. I can't even say the word. Statistically or
That's okay, statistically.
It's shown and proven through studies, and also on a personal note, yes, men.
What studies? Okay, anyway.
In Australia.
Okay, in Australia. By the way, you must be a piece of work. Okay, going inside the courtroom.
You have an anger problem, and I am not the first person to tell you this. I know.
You want to go back?
Yeah, I do. Come on back. Oh my gosh. And with your children in the car, this is what you're teaching your children, and then you're teaching your children how to commit a felony by fleeing.
No.
Thank you.
No, because I had a long discussion with my daughter.
No, but you do what? And told them what? How wrong you were?
Yes, actually, I did.
Except for that you didn't turn yourself in, did you? Did you call the police?
Actually, the police called me and I answered them.
Exactly. Oh, you answered them. Well, that was big of you. All right.
Just saying.
But see, I'm saying if you're really remorseful, then what you do is you say, this is so wrong, I need to call the police and tell them what happened. But you don't do that. You get caught. Somebody got your license plate. Mustang lady got your license plate, and now we need to discredit Mustang lady because I had to get rid of her too. Michelle, this is crazy. You're going to get killed one day. Okay? Show me a picture of your car. Oh. Your reflexes should have been better so that you could avoid her. That is priceless. Okay. Okay, can I see? So she hits you basically the way she said in the front, right?
She hit me. Yes, ma'am. She hit me, and a bumper caught my front end. But when I turned away from her, my back end hit her. Because we were locked. My bumper was locked onto her bumper.
Okay. Can I see the estimate for the repair of the car?
Well, I got 2 estimates.
Can I see both?
Oh, sure.
Now, you're suing for $2,644, but you do have an estimate where the damage is $2,075, correct?
No, it's one for the body shop and one for the tire place where they got to do the alignment, the tire.
So you only have one estimate for each of those things?
Yes,
I got it. Yeah. What are the odds I'm going to show you any sympathy and kind of assume that this astronomical bill is not righteous? What are the odds? So you better hope you got insurance that's going to be able to cover it, because I am about to rule against you in the amount of $2,644.49. And I have to be honest with you, Ms. Fay, it's given us a chuckle, but it really shouldn't give us a chuckle, because you need to do something about your anger. And you definitely need to think about the wisdom of having shown your children what you showed them, and about the wisdom of all of this happening to you just because you get mad at someone because they won't talk to you. It's insanity. And this kind of insanity is just not healthy for you, and it's certainly not healthy for your children to be around. You don't want to teach them this.
No, I don't. But I don't think he should be getting that.
I'm sorry?
I don't think he should be getting that. He's lying to you about the damages, ma'am.
Okay.
I did not hit nowhere part
I trust
of his
him more than I trust you, because you fled.
I'm probably one of the most honest people you ever met.
Because the people who flee are the people who are dishonest.
No.
So there's 2 things about you taught your children. One is don't control your anger, do whatever you want, fish for a problem with a stranger, and the second one is run and hide when you do something wrong. $2,644.49 plus, of course, your court costs.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So the plaintiff prevails to the tune of $2,600. I know you disagree with that, but I must tell you, the judge just let you have it with both barrels.
Yeah, and that happens.
You're smiling.
Well, it is what it is. I tried to prove my case. She really wasn't trying to listen to it.
Yes, she did. She did. She thinks you're really guilty of a felony, The other thing is, if he hit you, which is what you said, how come you didn't stop and talk to him about that?
Well,
why would you leave the accident?
The whole thing was that, like I told the judge, I had family in. We were at the beach.
Why did you leave? That's why you left?
Because part of the family had already went ahead of me.
So
and
you
I
were
was
in a hurry to catch up to them?
Right, and I was the one that had the key to the house for him to get in.
So that's why you left the scene of the accident?
Unfortunately.
Bad
decision.
Stupid move.
Yeah.
A lot of stupid moves, right?
Yes, I agree.
Okay. You didn't look so hot here today.
Oh, well.
Sorry
it
about
happens. Y'all have a great day.
I will, hopefully. All right, Mr. Mitchell.
How are you doing, sir?
That was not a good day for you, was it? No,
Well,
I think everybody sympathizes with you, and obviously the judge certainly did. You prevailed to what you were seeking. How do you feel about all this?
Well, I'm here, and I'm glad it's over.
I'm sure you were shook up, weren't you?
Yeah, I was. I'm still kind of shaking up when I saw her.
You know what?
I just don't know what to think of her.
I don't blame you.
I mean,
I don't blame you.
She scared the daylights out of me. And her
thank you very
too.
much. And you too, I'm sure.
Yeah.
All righty.
Yeah.
Listen, thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, scary to think there are people like that on the road, aren't they? Yeah. All right, Harvey, I'm sure you have some thoughts about this case.
Okay, Doug, by the way, you should know fleeing from a car accident where there's damage or injury is a crime.